Good morning everyone. This is our third class. We have discussed about, in the last classes we could find, we have discussed about different things like racial groups in Indian society as well as civilization of India. Now we are going to discuss about unity in diversity. What is the meaning of unity? Unity means it implies oneness or a sense of we-ness. That is unity. What is diversity? It denotes a collective differences. So, collective differences, the differences in the society. The differences may be, it may be the geographical difference, or it may be the religious, or it may be the linguistic. So, combine of all these things, what the differences we have in the society, we call that as a diversities in the Indian society. So, already we have studied that India is called as a plural society. Why India is called as a plural society? Combining of all these differences what we have in the society. So, because of the differences what we have, that is the linguistic, regional, religious, so all these etc. what the differences we have in the society, because of that we call the India as a pluralistic society. Now, we discuss about what the different types of diversities what we have in the society and different types of unity in the Indian society. First topic we will take it as the nature of diversities in India. Four major types of diversities we have. First one is regional diversities, second one is linguistic diversities, and the third one is religious diversities, and the fourth one is cultural and ethnic diversities. These are the four different types of diversities in Indian society. Here we have four different types of diversities: regional, linguistic, religious as well as the cultural and ethnic diversities. In that first one we are going to discuss that regional diversities in Indian society. What are the geographical differences we have in the Indian society? So, Indian society is made up of different geographical features. So, we could find from the north to the south when we go, we have a differences in the geographical areas. So, what are the changes we have? Now, here we have some points here, that is it contains huge mountains, thick forest, then numerous rivers which we could find, as well as the temperature, climate, all these things when we see here, we have the differences in the Indian society. And also Himalaya, it covers Himalayas in the north and Indian Ocean in the south. Such a large area which we could find. That is, it covers a total area of 32,87,263 square kilometers, which the area, this geographical area, it covers. So, that is the geographical area which we have in the Indian society. Then we could find that there is some places we have, it is very heat, that is scorching heat in Rajasthan which we could find, as well as biting cold of the Himalayas, too cold in the Himalayan region. So, like this we could find, and the deserts which we have in the Indian society, it varies from place to place. We can say there is a changes in the Indian society, as well as we could find rainfall, especially when we take it varies from time to time, as well as in some of the places we can see heavy rain. In some of the places it depends on the time which we can see. So, year to year we can see we have the different types of rainfall also. Then after this we could find there is the overall, when we take the geographical area of Indian society, it varies from place to place. When we hear all the places are different. The temperature is different, climate is different, as well as the place, the fertile land which we can see, it is different. So, we could find the regional diversities in the Indian society. Second point, linguistic diversities. Language is one of the source of diversities in Indian society, because we could find people coming from the different places, they have influenced on the Indian society, and we could find because of the influence of the invaders, So combine of assimilation of these people, we could find different languages are there in the Indian society. So here we could find Indian constitution has recognized nearly 22 languages in the 8 scheduled as a official languages of India. Then and also 1652 languages are spoken in the Indian society. 22 languages are the official languages, as well as the 1652 languages are the spoken languages which we could find in the Indian society. Then according to Grierson, Linguistic Survey of India, which he made the survey in the Indian society, depends on the languages. He found out that these languages, they belong to 5 different families. So they are, first one is the Indo-Aryan languages, the Dravidian languages, the Austric languages, Tibeto-Burman languages, then the European languages. These are the 5 different languages families which we could find. First one, the Indo-Aryan languages. These include Sanskrit, Hindi, Bengali, Assami, Rajasthani, etc. Then second one, the Dravidian languages, they include Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam. Then third one, the Austric languages, they include Mundari, Santali, Maithili, etc. The next one, fourth one, Tibeto-Burman languages. These include tribal languages of North and Northeast India. So for example, Manipuri, then Bodo, Ladakhi, etc. Then the last fifth one, the European languages. They include English, Portuguese and French. But 2 languages, especially Portuguese and French, have been influenced on India. That we could find in Goa as well as Pondicherry. They speak in Portuguese as well as French. So these are the 5 different families according to Grierson, which he made the Linguistic Survey of India. So in spite of having all these differences in the Indian society, so we could find specially where the mother tongue which we have, that will influence on the human being very fastly, especially on the sentiments and the reaction of the human being, the mother tongue will influence on him. As well as we could find that in the administrative as well as the political fields, when we come, the languages have been influencing on that, especially it is a challenge for the administrative as well as the political system in the Indian society. Because of various languages which we have, it's little difficult to maintain the languages, because we could find every part of the country when we go, we could find the differences there. Depends on the regions what we have done, we have made the languages, and depends on the influence which we can see, we have the different languages in the Indian society. Third one, religious diversities. So in Indian society, we have nearly 8 major religions in the society. So it is because of the invaders. Some religions have been born in the Indian society, and some religions because of the invaders who came to Indian society, which we could find. That is Hinduism, Muslim, Christian, Sikh, Buddhist, Jains, Parsis as well as the Jews. Here Hinduism, then Sikh, Buddhism and Jains, these religions have been born in the Indian society. Then here we can see Muslims, Christians, Parsis and Jews. These are because of the invaders who came to Indian society. Because of their influence, this religion has been existed in Indian society. Now Hindus, they constitute nearly 82.7%. and Muslims 11.8%, then Christians 2.6%, then Sikh 2%, then Buddhist 0.7%, Jains 0.4%, Parsis 0.3% and Jews 0.1%. This is the religious population of Indian society. Hindus, they are divided into Shaivites, they are the worshippers of Shiva, then Vaishnavites, they are the worshippers of Vishnu, then Shakta, they are the worshippers of Mother Goddess. With this differences, Then with this, including this, we can see many different groups which we can say depends on the rituals, they have made their own groups. These are the first groups which they made in the Indian society. Then second one, here Buddhism. Buddhism was one of the religion which was born in the Indian society. But presently when we see, we have very few people who reside in the Indian society. This has become a worldwide religion in a present society. There is two divisions here, that is Mahayana and Hinayana. These are the two divisions of Buddhism. Next one is Jainism. Jainism, this is also one of the religion which was born in the Indian society, but now we can see very few parts, that is northern as well as the southern parts of India. In few places we could find these people, they reside. Then there are two sects here, that is Digambaras and Shwetambaras. Digambaras are the people who are unclothed and the Shwetambaras are the people who are white robed. So these people here we can see they have their own way of lifestyle, and there is no differences among them. Class system is open to them, where the person depends on his ability. If he achieves something, he can get any class in their religion. So depends on the ability of the person. There is no jati, there is no untouchability followed in this. So all the people are equal according to this particular religion. The next one, Indian Muslims. So in India we can see, because of the invaders, Islam religion has been existed in the Indian society. So here we have two divisions, two sects which we can see, that is Sunni as well as the Shias. So these are the two sects. These people here we can see they have their own law, Muslim law which we could find. They follow the Muslim law. Then here we could find there is some section of people also in the Islam, that especially in the Indian Muslims we can see some section of people, they are called as Sayyids, Sheikhs, Pathan, etc. Then next one is Christians. So Christians have been divided into two groups, that is Roman Catholics as well as the Protestants. So here we can see depends on the church, we can see there is a different groups which they themselves they have made. Then next one is Parsis. Parsis is a very small group of people who came to Indian society from Persia. But the influence of this people, influence of the Persians, especially the Parsis, it is very large we can say. The number of the people who migrated here and the Parsis group in the Indian society is a very small group. But the influence on the Indian society is in a major way which we could find, because these people have been influenced on the industrial development of Indian society, as well as they follow the lifestyle of merchants. So because of that they were interested in development of the industries. So this has been influenced on the Indian society. That is the major portion of development which was contributed by the Parsis to the Indian society. The next one, Jews. These Jews we can see that they don't speak in Hebrew language, but they follow the lifestyle, especially the food habits and some of the rituals of the Jews. As well as here we can see there is also two groups in them, that is whites as well as the blacks. They have been divided into whites and the blacks. Here there is some restrictions which we can see in them. So they follow some restrictions among them. There is some groups which we can see. So they have where we can see in Hinduism what we have is a jatis. So like that they have their own groups inside the Jews. The next one is Sikhism. Sikhism is also one of the religion which was born in the Indian society. But the number of people who reside in the Indian society is very few. These people they resided especially we can see north as well as the south part of India. Here Granth Sahib is the sacred book of Sikhism, and Amritsar Golden Temple is one of the famous pilgrimage of the sacred pilgrimage of the Sikhism. Then the founder of Sikhism is Guru Nanak. They have 5 symbols. They follow the 5 symbols. These 5 symbols they are called as 5 Ks. That is Kesha, that is hair. then Khanga, that is comb, then Kara, that is bracelet, then Kirpan, that is called as sword, and Kacha, that is called as shorts. So these are the 5 important symbols which they have, which they had to follow. So these are the religious differences which we have in Indian society. Fourth one is cultural and ethnic diversities. This is one of the main important differences which we can see in the Indian society. The cultural differences, when we go here, we could find that is there is a differences in racial groups, then we could find culture, customs, beliefs, values, morals. So all these are the differences which we could find in the culture which we follow. So that Dr. R.K. Mukherjee, he says, India is a museum of cults and customs, creeds and culture, faiths and tongues, racial types and social systems. So that is the definition which he gives, Dr. R.K. Mukherjee, because he says that is the differences which we have. Those are the combine of the whole differences, where we could find that it is like a museum which we can see. We have different customs, then people coming from the different racial groups. So with all these differences which we can see, this is called as a museum according to R.K. Mukherjee. Then ethnic diversity. Ethnic diversity means having wide variety of racial, cultural and linguistic characters. Having a changes in the racial, cultural and linguistic characters is called as a ethnic diversities. So that we could find in the Indian society. Some group of the people, they follow their own ethnicity. They follow their own ethnicity here. So because of the influence of the region which they are staying, the geographical area which they are staying, because of that, because of the assimilation process between the geographical area which they stay as well as their ethnicity, we could find the changes in the Indian society. So those groups, now we can see Indian society is having so many different types of culture here. Following different groups have been followed by the different culture. In spite of having all these things, still we can see that they are, because of the assimilation process, one group is influenced by the other group. So that is called as a cultural and ethnic diversities of Indian society. So these are the 4 different types of diversities of Indian society. First one is regional, then linguistic, then religious, then cultural and ethnic diversities of Indian society. The next topic, unity in India. What is the meaning of unity? Unity means oneness or oneness. So here we are going to discuss about different types of unity in Indian society. That is regional, linguistic, religious as well as cultural. So 4 types of unity we discuss. First one, regional unity in India. So in this we could find there are many different geographical area. We have the different geographical area in the Indian society. In the ancient times, India was called in a different names, that is Bharatavarsha, Bharatakanda and Jambudvipa. These are the ancient names of Indian society. So in this we could find, because Bharatavarsha, the name itself, here we can see the people, especially the poets as well as the political philosophers, so they were influenced by this. And in all these literature and all, we could find the name of Bharatakanda. Then here we can see there is a belief that a single ruler who ruled the Indian society from Himalayan to Kanyakumari, which we can see that single ruler, that is Bharata, who ruled the Indian society. Then also because of where we can see there is some concept which we can see in the Indian society, that is the concept of Mother India, which indicates that realization of geographical unity. So with all these things which we can see, the people who live in the Indian society, so in spite of having the geographical changes, still they feel that they live in one particular country. That itself we call that as a regional unity among Indian society. Second one, linguistic unity. There are number of languages in the Indian society, but Sanskrit is one of the common languages in the Indian society, where we could see majority of the people used to speak in Sanskrit. So to compose anything, here they used to use the Sanskrit as one of the language. Then we could find it was the language of learned people as well as it was the language of scholarly people. Then we could find the common people used to speak in regional languages. The common languages, the regional language which was there in that particular place, in that language the common people used to speak. Then after that we can see English and Hindi, it became a common language for the communication. The people could communicate in English or Hindi. That was the common language for each other to communicate. Then after that, in 2004, the government of India, it has declared some languages as a classical languages. In 2004, it declared Tamil as a classical language, then Sanskrit in 2005, Kannada in 2008, Telugu in 2008, Malayalam in 2013, and Oriya in 2014. So these languages were considered as classical languages. So with all this linguistic differences which we have in the society, so in spite of having all these things, still we can see we use some common languages, especially we can see we use English and Hindi as a common language to communicate with each other, and with this we can see we have unity among the Indian society. Third one, religious unity. In spite of religious diversities in the Indian society, the people believe in somewhere we could find there is a belief in religious unity. So there is some common beliefs in all the religion. They accept some of the common things, that is acceptance of immortality of soul, then belief in rebirth, salvation, etc. All these are some of the common beliefs people have in each religion. And also so we can see that there is the belief that all the religions which we could see, they believe in some common unseen power, then honesty, then liberality. These are some common things we could find in all the religious groups. So M.N. Srinivas, he says that some literatures which we have, some epics which we have in the Indian society, it has been influenced on all the religious groups. Now we can see Puranas, Vedas, all these things, it has been influenced on the whole Indian society, all the religious groups, one way or the other way, it has been influenced on the large population of the Indian society. So there is some changes in all the religious groups. Then we could find every religion has a common goal, that is earning religious merit by visiting a sacred place. There is a belief that if you visit some sacred place, some pilgrimage, so it will give some peace for them, that is some merits will be given to them. So because of that, each religious group, Hindus, they have their own pilgrimage places, then Buddhist, then we can see, and also Muslims as well as the Christians, even they have some of the religious places where they visit those religious places. So here we could find, in spite of having the diversities, the rituals are different, beliefs are different, in spite of all these things, somewhere we could find there is an assimilation process between all the religious group. With this we could find the people in the Indian society, they believe that they united because of these beliefs. Fourth one, cultural unity. In cultural unity, art, architecture, food, dress, music, so with all these, combine of all these differences which we have in the Indian society, because of the influence of the different groups, they have come with a different culture. So because of this we can see there is a differences in the cultural groups. So in spite of having this, because we are living in one particular geographical area, and because of some of the influences which we can see, So we combine with each other and we stay in one geographical area. We could find people come from a different groups and stay in one geographical area. And with this, modern education, transport and communication, industrialization as well as the urbanization, this have been influenced on the culture. This is trying to change the culture of the people in the present Indian society. And also we can say there is some challenges for this. Yet having a unity among the people, still we can say there is some problems which a society face. That is because of the conflicts which we can see, conflicts like religious conflicts which we could find, and some of the conflicts which we could find between the groups, regionalism. Then these are some of the challenges which the society is facing. In the present contemporary Indian society, there are some groups, communalism which we can see, then regionalism. So these are some of the problems which the present society is facing. So in spite of this, we could find the people in the Indian society, they trying to follow the common culture which we have in the Indian society. So with this, we have nearly 4 major types of unity in the society, that is regional, linguistic, religious and cultural unity in the society. So today we have discussed about unity and diversity in the Indian society. So further class we are going to discuss about national integration. Thank you. Have a good day.